Day 7 in Corinus. And we break up once again in the brothel.
That was no big deal.
But it's okay. We'll get out of this scuzzy end of town and then we can get on with our lives. We have an actual plan today, so we're done pissing around, at least I hope. Said that before and was proven wrong, but yeah, we're gonna join the militia. I don't know what kind of hoops I have to jump through to do that, but that's what we're doing. We're gonna join one of the main 3 communities before we can join the Ring of Water. Joining the mercenaries is not really gonna be viable, just because everybody wants you to have lots of strength and wield swords and shit, and it's kind of not my ideal right now. And joining the monastery, A, they want 1,000 gold just to try, plus a sheep. And B, we're not using magic, so it doesn't really make any sense. Go through all those hoops just to turn around and not use what they benefit. Alright.
I'm ready to join the militia.
Then you are a citizen of Corinus?
Bosper the Bowmaker has taken me on as his apprentice.
Then you also know something about living in the wild. That is good, because the militia has assignments not just within the city walls. We can certainly use people who know their way around in the wilderness. And the Bowmaker is an important man in the city. If he vouches for you, there's nothing standing in the way of your acceptance into the militia. You can join us if you wish, but your decision will be final. Once you wear the armor of the militia, you cannot simply take it off and no longer belong to us. Are you prepared to fight together with us for Innos and the king?
Sure.
I'm ready.
Then so shall it be. Welcome to the militia. Here is your armor. Wear it with pride and dignity.
Look at that. Didn't have to buy that crusty leather armor.
Have you got an assignment for me?
Lately, there's been an increase in the sale of swamp weed in the city. We cannot allow this stuff to catch on. Otherwise, everyone here will start smoking and no longer be able to work, let alone wield the weapon. Particularly now that there is a danger of a possible attack by orcs or mercenaries. I suspect that the mercenaries are behind it. I bet they're bringing the stuff into the city.
What is there to do?
Mortis, one of our men, heard in the harbor inn that a package of swamp weed has arrived somewhere in the harbor district. Look around down there and bring me the package.
Will I get a weapon too?
Of course. Peck usually takes care of that. But it occurs to me that I haven't seen him for quite a while. Find out where he's hiding and bring him here. Then he will give you a weapon. And if you want to sleep, you can lie down in one of the beds in the bunkhouse.
We know where Peck is.
Hey!
In my favorite hotel.
Will you tell me now why you paladins have come to Corinus?
Now you belong to the city guard. Therefore, you are also subordinate to the paladins. Now, I can take you into my confidence. We have come on a mission from King Robar. With the collapse of the barrier, the deliveries of ore have failed. Therefore, we are getting the ore and bringing it to the mainland. With the ore, we shall forge new weapons and drive the orcs back.
That's it.
What about the missing people?
What about them?
Well, shouldn't we try to find them?
Lord Hagen gave me orders to protect the town and the surrounding farms. That means that we're taking care of the people who are still here. The militia patrols the streets at night. That's all I can do. And you will take care of the tasks I give you. Understood?
Yes. Alright, well. That's it. Interesting that it doesn't automatically equip the armor the way that it did in Gothic 1. There, look at how much better that is. Wonder if we can get better armor? Like, how do you rank up? I do not remember even slightly.
So Lord Andre accepted you. I expect you to come here and train regularly. Ruga will train you in the art of the crossbow, and Mortis will help you to increase your strength. But the most important thing is for you to learn to handle your sword properly. I'll make a good fighter of you yet.
No interest in swords, so no. He said Ruger.
What do you want? Peck isn't here. so you can't get anything. Come back later.
Where's Peck?
You've just started with us, huh? Well then, welcome to the team. Peck's been in the city a really long time. I bet he's hanging around that sweet Vanya in the Red Lantern.
What do you know about that package of weed?
The last time I was in the Harbor Inn, I heard how Cardiff and some other guy were talking about it.
Who was the other guy?
No idea. But he said he'd found the best storage place for his herbs. Then the two of them laughed like drunken orcs.
Alright then, so we still only got 10 LP. And apparently I didn't have to pass a level 5 threshold to join the community. That's cool. Kind of an arbitrary restriction anyway in Gothic 1, but I think that was mostly just a cheap and easy way of making you explore a little bit. Because you could accidentally play that and not really know that you could join any of the other factions other than the old camp. I feel anyway, if you didn't know better. And this, you know, kind of presupposes that you played that before and know that there's already a multi-faction system in place. Let's go see Peck. We can get some better shit. Although he's probably only gonna sell me swords, and I don't want that.
I don't believe that.
I'd rather he give me something. Or sell me bows. One of the two. I'd be happy either way. Although Bosper has better bows than what I have, so...
I can't take care of
Meh.
everything for everybody.
I'm staying out of it.
I know where Peck is. I don't have to fucking talk to anybody.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Because I just started opening doors. Hey, asshole.
Hey, it's time to hit the road.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I need a weapon, so come back to the barracks.
Damn it, your weapon can wait.
Come on, Andre's already missed you too.
Damn. Okay, I'm coming already. But when you report back to Andre, don't tell him I was here.
Wait a minute.
To wait for you to get your sorry ass back. Hopefully it's a free weapon.
He should have known that.
You don't say.
I really still can't decide whether I want to go crossbow build or bow build though, and unfortunately they're opposing because one means dump all your points into strength, and one is dump all your points into dex. I've already spent some LP on learning how to handle a bow, but I'm not too concerned about that. I mean, it's 15 LP lost, but I mean, the fact that the crossbows give you a boost up factor
Hey, you up and
kind of
join the
compensates.
militia, huh? Not that I care, just as long as besides orcs and bandits, you hunt a few wolves as well.
I've got a few skins for you.
Wolfskin, that's good. Good work. Come see me again when you have more.
That's all just gossip.
Show me your wares.
It's quite obvious.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
It's quite obvious.
That's all just gossip.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be easier to start off punching points into dex. I think I have 20 right now. I could get 25 easily by purchasing this ring. Or I could just dump 10 in, have the 30, and then call it good. Tough call.
It's quite obvious.
Anyway, I'm gonna sell you all this other crap that I don't need.
Enough trouble as it is.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I need to worry about it till I leave the city anyway. Right, and okay. I was just getting confused as to where I should be going. Because we can go to the harbor and start our investigation, or we can go to Peck and get our weapon. Already over here, so Back to give me the weapon. Before I forget. Hey, I don't remember seeing you around. Whoops.
Hey, you!
You guys new?
Hey, what's up?
As long as the Paladins don't have any new assignments for me, I can have myself a couple of beers here. What more could you ask?
You're working for the Paladins?
Well, yeah, I report to them on the situation in the city. At the moment, everything is quiet.
Would you like another beer?
Sure, I want another beer. Get me one.
Just take the lot.
Hey, you!
Right, I remember. We gotta get him drunk.
Would you like another beer?
There's nothing better than a cool ale.
I like that he drinks something that's not what I gave him.
You were about to say something about the orcs.
Oh, yeah, right. The orcs are absolutely no threat to the city. They're stuck in the Valley of Mines, and the pass is held by the Paladins. Not even a meat bug could get through there.
Would you like another beer?
Well, I won't say no to a decent pint.
There's free beer everywhere. I don't know why I can bribe him with beer, but it is amusing.
They've even spotted an orc outside of town.
Yeah, right. The dangerous orc outside the city. A real monster of an orc. Well, he's bound to attack the city soon. Listen, we'll kick that fat orc in his fat ass if he comes too close to the city. Got it?
I see.
I already killed it, so I don't think you have to worry about it.
Would you like another beer?
A tasty bitter ale is absolutely the best. You know, you don't often meet someone who'll treat you to a beer. You're all right.
How are things with the orcs?
No reason to worry. We in the city guard and the Paladins have everything under control. Go home and let us do our work. We're watching over the town and its citizens. Oh.
Would you like another beer?
Sure, I want another beer. Get me one.
The security measures for the guards on the gates are ordered to interpret the law in the strictest
Would you like another beer?
in order to prevent unauthorized
tasty bitter
entry.
ale is absolutely the best.
Maybe that's as drunk as we can get him.
You know, you don't often meet someone who'll treat you to a beer. You're all right.
Alright, I think that's it.
What are you doing here?
I'm a novice from the monastery. I run errands for the magicians and also the paladins. I have provided the 3 innkeepers in the city with wine from the monastery.
The novice's armor is super cool. I'd wear that in real life.
Who are the 3 innkeepers?
One of them is the good man here behind the bar. Then there is Kerrigan, who has his tavern on the Temple Square, and Cardiff, the owner of the tavern in the Harbor District.
What can you tell me about the monastery?
We novices seek enlightenment in prayer to Innos, and learn the principles of faith from the magicians. We serve them as we serve Innos, and prepare ourselves for the union with the fire.
Well, that could have been helpful earlier, but whatever. Go see Peck. We got a few things we can tie up in the harbor all at once. The fuck? You're shitting me, right? Maybe I have to talk to Andre first. Some of the back and forth is a little excessive. Come on.
Hey, you! I've managed to track down Peck.
Yes, he's already back at his post and going about his duty. Where did you find him?
He crossed my path in town.
All right. Then go to him and get yourself a weapon.
Not above lying to get something extra from him. I mean, I assume he'll give me something better if I lie for him. I don't have anything to compare it to, so we'll never know.
I've come to get myself a weapon.
Well, look who's here. Our new comrade. And he wants a sword. You didn't tell Andre I was in the Red Lantern. You seem to be okay. Here, take your sword. It's the best that I have. If you want a better weapon, then go to the merchants in the market.
A fine sword. It's only worth $750 though. It's not great. Go pawn that off immediately. Yeah, the change to the trading system is interesting. You don't have to worry about who has limited amounts of money and whatnot.
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
Still don't have a grand.
Everybody knows by now.
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself. That's not what my husband thinks. You don't say. I don't believe that. But that's terrible.
Just assumed at some point he would like have something different to say to indicate that, you know, his good word went a long way. Maybe that's just positive thinking. I feel like I remember somebody coming up to you randomly, but I don't remember for certain. Anyway, now we're gonna try to track down that package of weed. And also the weapons. I have a suspicion it's in that guarded warehouse. I might have to kill somebody. Maybe I should have got a better bow.
I don't believe that.
Guess I could have talked to the guards about where to get a crossbow. Because the only place we've seen so far are the mercenaries. Let's put on the medallion. Alright.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself. Go away, don't tell me that.
Things here?
Work something.
Ooh.
That's not what my husband thinks.
I need information. What do you know about a package of swamp weed?
Whoever owns such a package is a rich man, and probably a very relaxed man as well.
Don't try to fool me. You know something, so spit it out.
Ah.
All right. This fella came to my tavern the other day. One of the mercenaries. He said that he sold a package of swamp weed at the harbor, but of course he was completely stoned. That's all I know.
The camera shifted and I saw. I wonder if I can take it. He'll probably beat the shit out of me. Alright. It just takes me to the nearest melee weapon, I guess. I like that he's got a sword under his desk. Very interesting. Alright. Take me somewhere. You don't know of anything? Okay, so it follows me. Oh, it's got a scent. Where are you going?
It's a bad business.
Damn it. Alright, so up there probably. Except now I gotta get back up. Fuck. The swimming mechanics are a little annoying. I'm not seeing a ramp. It's fine. I had to talk to the shipbuilders anyway, it's all good. Because he wanted to know about the situation with the paladins, and now I know. Mr. Paranoid. Garble.
I know why the paladins are here.
Really? Tell me.
The paladins are here to get the magical ore from the Valley of Mines, not because they expect the orcs to attack the city. As soon as they've got the ore, they're going to return to the mainland.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
I've got some information about the orcs.
Let's hear it.
They're stuck in the Valley of Mines, and it looks like they're going to stay there. To be on the safe side, the paladins are guarding the pass.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
As to that orc outside of town?
Yes?
Don't worry about him. The city guard is going to take care of him.
Thanks for the information. The way it looks, we have all the time in the world for building our ship.
Is that it? Is that the end of the quest? Yep. Cool. Accomplished something. Cardiff had a sword. Now who would be dealing weed?
Things like that.
LHiver.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
No, probably not you.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Say. Talking to a mercenary.
Who says things like that?
What mercenary is in town? Okay, let's... I'm gonna do two things at once. Let's look for some weapons.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Really wants in this building. Alright, come on, this way. Really wants into the brothel. Where to? Up, apparently.
Someone's gonna do the work.
Show me. Where? What's over there? Alright, Vanya.
I'm busy.
The bitch. Okay, it's just searching as far as I can tell. Trying to follow something that has no clear communication. A little bit of a pain. Okay, I'm not too worried about this place.
Really? How interesting.
I want to know about that warehouse. The Will O' the Wisp was very interested. Lares isn't the mercenary, is he? Could be, I guess. Just somebody's house. Not even a chest in here. Okay. Yeah. This warehouse. Actually, any of these, really. Alright, where to? Inside. No, huh?
Hey, you got no business here, understand?
Who are you?
That's none of your business. I'm the boss here, okay?
The boss of what? Of those chests?
Hey, the storeroom was under my supervision, got it? So piss off, or else I'll bash in your skull.
So I am the militia. Ah. The Will O' the Wisp definitely wants up there. They're trying to figure out what to do with my freaking points. I don't think I could take this guy with my bow. A bit of a shame. So maybe we gotta figure out how to get a better one. Looking around.
That doesn't surprise me.
Hey, can I rob Brahim yet?
I won't tell her a thing for now.
Sure, I can. There we go. Map of Caritas. Is exactly what I wanted. Fuck paying for stuff.
You listen to the wrong people.
That's an open
Okay.
secret.
True.
That's really not my problem.
Alright, well, let's just talk to Lares, just in case he's the guy. I don't think he'd be the one sharing out the weed, but you never know.
Those are all just rumors.
He's a well-rounded guy. Could always have some mystery.
Hey, you're in the militia now. I'm gonna laugh myself sick. A former convict in the militia. Only you could pull something like that. You won't blow the whistle on me about working for Lee, will you?
But you know me. About those missing people. Tell me what you know.
The first was William, one of the fishermen here in Caritas.
Wait.
One day, he simply didn't return. At first, we thought that one of those sea monsters out there had eaten him and his boat
Yeah,
for
you told
breakfast.
me this.
But not too long afterward, everyone's at a
Huh.
What exactly do you do here at the harbor?
I'm doing what we all do. I fulfill the tasks the water mages give me. Some of the missing people were fishermen. They disappeared along with their boats. That's why I'm standing here, watching the harbor. Maybe something will happen yet, but you could help me. Listen, I shall give you my aquamarine ring. It signifies that the bearer belongs to the ring of water. If you wear my ring, the rest of us will know that you're acting on my behalf. Get someone to take over my duties so that I can take the ornament back. One of us is always keeping an eye on the marketplace, but I don't know whose turn it is. You had better go talk to all those standing around there. Once the right man sees my aquamarine ring on you, he will let you know. Tell him to see to it that somebody else takes over here at the harbor.
Okay. But now that I have a map, let's just take a look. Oh yeah, so right was north. Ah. Yeah, that bay area looks like the place was Skip. Unless it's like way up to the north there. I didn't really think so. Interesting. What mercenary could be down here? Oh, I wonder if they're just talking about Jarvis. Because he had a package of weed. But I just assumed that he wasn't in town ever. Don't know. All we can do is ask. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything with that. You never know. It's annoying that the wording in the journal logs is often different than what the clues that they tell you are.
And Beliar spoke to
So
another
let's go see if we can find relief for Lares. And then he'll take us to the new area, and then we can grind some XP. And he'll also pave the way, so it'll be simple.
Don't tell me he simply talks too much.
Show me your wares.
My husband talks too much. Now that's typical. I can't take care of everything for everybody. And it's going to get
Didn't think it was him.
Honestly,
Jorah?
everybody knows by now. If I
Show me.
seen it with my own eyes.
Ah, light crossbow. Okay, so composite bow needs 60 dex, gives me 65 damage. But a light crossbow only needs 40 strength, does 60 damage.
He simply talks to me. How interesting. That's what I've always said. Don't tell me that.
I'm suspecting that the crossbow might actually be the better way to go, just because of the way it scales.
That's terrible. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
There's more bow options,
Bad times. If I hadn't seen it with my
but the crossbow gives you scaling,
That's terrible.
which means we could do more damage faster.
Why are you looking so doubtful?
I see that you bear the sign of the Ring of Water.
So, are you a member too?
What if I am?
Then I would tell you that Lares wants to be relieved from his post down at the harbor.
Fine. If that's so, I'll see to it that somebody deals with it.
I see.
That's what I've always said.
Huh. Wouldn't have suspected Baltram.
And it's gonna get even worse. Really, how interesting.
So, doing all right?
What else do you want?
Everybody knows by now. Go away.
Just had to try
Don't say.
again, but I figured I'd actually talk to him this time.
And he works all day too.
Okay. Go talk to Lares. He'll have his shit sorted out. He can take me to the new fancy area. Now that I've got some armor, I'm slightly less worried about whatever I'll encounter. Would like a better bow, but I don't have enough strength to start out with a crossbow build. And every step of the way that I like throw points into desk to get a better bow, that puts me further behind on the crossbow path, so a bit of not being sure which way to go there.
Hey, you! I have talked to Baltram. He will find someone to relieve you.
Ah, very good. Then we can finally leave here. You had better keep my aquamarine ring for now. I assume it will come in handy for you until you get your own.
Okay, let's go.
Where?
Let us take Vatris's ornament back.
Then let's go. Follow me.
Yay. Hopefully he gives me XP. Just thinking about that. Like, Bartok gave me the XP when he killed stuff, but Fester didn't. But to be fair, I don't think Fester was programmed the same way. Like, he wasn't a buddy. He was just off doing his thing and you were along for the ride. I'm pretty sure. Guess we'll find out as soon as we run into something.
And the human slew the beast, and it entered into Beliar.
I'm pretty sure this other area, though, has a lot more dangerous shit in it, so I might actually not be able to progress with that, but we'll see where it is anyway.
Really, how interesting.
This way, of course. Well, I didn't need help with the wolves, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. Is he slightly slower than me? Here, I'm just gonna go like right behind him.
Now that we're no longer in town and cannot be overheard, let me tell you a little more. We are now going to take this ornament that you brought me back to Satyrus. You remember Satyrus, don't you?
Of course.
Certainly. He was the leader of the water mages in the new camp.
We lads from the former new camp still have good relations with the water mages. Even Lee will still protect the water mages against any danger today if it's within his power. To keep up the contact with the water mages, I'm in town most of the time, working together with Vatras. And this is the armor that is issued to each of us by the water mages. The members of the Ring of Water have been wearing such armor since before the Orc Wars.
What is Cavalorn's part in this? He wasn't a follower of the new camp as far as I know.
You are right. Our community has grown. Even I do not know how many there are by now. But let us move on. I want to get further away from the city. We can talk more about it later.
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me.
Done deal. Maybe we can kill some bandits. They do have pretty cool armor. I'm not sure if it has multiple levels like all the other factions' armor does, but maybe we'll find out if we get to earn some. Well, if memory serves, it's not that great. Like, it's not, that doesn't break the game or anything. I hope not. It was an like actual official addition to the game. But they changed up a lot of things that really screwed with the balance. Like, apparently the LP system is different from Night of the Raven versus Gothic 2 Classic.
What's wrong? Are you still holding up?
That fellow over there has problems with bandits.
Too bad for him, but we don't have time for that now.
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me.
I was hoping you'd help me kill them. I guess we'll move on then. Ooh, we're gonna see what goes down this path. The bow out. Dragomir. No. Huh, I guess I could have come down here. Didn't even think to. Wolfskins for Bosper. That sword unsheathing sound is just so perfect for this series. Like, I don't know. When they got rid of that sound effect and redid everything in Gothic 2, it kind of ruined it for me. It's just such a sharp and jarring sound.
Wait a minute.
Oops. Not that it's a realistic sound. Swords don't make that kind of noise when you unsheath them. I mean, unless you've got a metal on metal sheath and like a really thin blade.
Don't you break down on me now.
Just fucking go.
Stop blabbing. Let's move on.
Stay close behind me.
I guess it's accounting for you exploring all over the place. Getting hung up on things. Yeah, I'm not useless. I can help. Stone tablets. Ooh, I wonder if I get to learn how to read them. I know that is a thing you can do. Loot them, just give me a sec. Okay. Arrows! I know you're impatient. Come on, just give me a sec. I didn't think to stock up before we left, so this is good for me. Rusty sword. Man, there's just all kinds of like abandoned, turned over wagons left, right, and center. Every pathway. Lends itself to the kind of depressing atmosphere though, just like everything's gone to shit, there's bandits everywhere.
One less monster around.
Yeah, let's go. I won't bother you with these heating plant spots.
The water mages are all beside themselves. They've been digging at an excavation site in the northeast for weeks. It's anybody's guess what they're trying to find there. It all started when the earth began trembling like it did in the worst times of the barrier. Horrible stone creatures emerged from the ground, slaying everyone who went within 100 feet of them. The water mages took the matter in hand and destroyed those hostile invaders. And now they're digging down there, searching for an explanation for these strange events. But you will soon see for yourself.
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me.
Memory serves, the excavation site and stuff is very reminiscent of what turned up in Risen. Which is, of course, the next project that superseded Gothic 3 by Piranha Bytes. And Risen 1 I really liked. I've only played it once, and I always intended to go back, but I just never really found time for it. I got hung up on other things. But I played the sequel, Risen 2, which went away from the medievally atmosphere and turned more towards the pirate theme. And then Risen 3 was kind of like sort of a combination of those, but the problem with those games is they were so fucking immemorable. I literally can't differentiate my memories from Risen 2 and Risen 3 because they were almost identical.
Can you still go on?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Stay close behind me.
Considering Lares is like a friend, he's not very nice to him. Different types of friends though, I guess. But he is kind of an impatient, sarcastic asshole of a character. And it's funny that they chose to like leave him as nameless to like help you embed yourself in the character, but then also gave him a very distinguished personality.
Right. It could get dangerous here.
Let's move on.
Keep back a little.
Okay. Oh. Fucking snappers. Keep back a little. Yeah, I'll do that. Please don't die. I can't help you with this. Yeah, he's doing not a lot of damage. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we're not supposed to be here yet. I'm probably gonna have to leave. At least he is giving me the XP though.
We're here. Here, take the ornament. The water mages must be in there somewhere. Take it to them. If you should meet any beasts down in that hole in the ground that look like they're too much for you, flee forward to Satyrus. He'll take care of the beast for you. I need to go back. And one more thing. Don't even think about strolling around for long with this ornament. Go directly to Satyrus. See you.
Oh, jeez. Flee forward to Satyrus. Not promising. Great. Well, so far it's just rats. I know what's coming though. Cut out the cutscene, but I know. Because I saw it. But there's not stone golems, but oh yeah, these stone sentinels. They reassemble and then they'll attack you, and they're pretty fucking tough if I remember correctly, but it has been a long time. I think that it gives you like baby things to fight. Ow! And then goblin skeletons. I don't even know how tough those are. Probably tougher than I'd like. The thing about goblins is they just kind of gang you. Shit, and they can climb as well. Ow, yep, fuck. Shit, shit, shit. Flee forward to Satyrus. Oh, unless I just get destroyed immediately. Help. Somebody help me. I was not ready for this. Even in my new fancy armor. Oh, there he is. Help!
There's another of those scummy beasts.
Why are you using fire? You're a water mage. Kill them, please. Thank you.
One less monster around.
Thank you.
Hey, you!
Are you mad? Get out of here. It's too dangerous in these vaults for a would-be adventurer. But say, don't I know you? Of course, you bastard. Don't think that I could have forgotten how you betrayed us in the new camp.
Oh. Right. Forgot about that. Just as a recap. That stupid luck.
You drained our mound of ore of all magic power, and then simply disappeared. What exactly did you think you were doing?
Your plan was shit.
It was necessary. Without the power of the ore, I could never have defeated the Sleeper.
What sort of drivel is that? Sleeper? Defeated? Do you have the slightest idea what you have done? You have confused the structure of magic so much that it could be heard back in Corinus. Count yourself lucky that the barrier simply collapsed one day.
What are you complaining about?
Fucking joking?
It all worked out all right.
Mind your tongue. What the blazes do you want here anyway?
I came here with Lares.
Lares? Really? Where is he?
I'm alone. Lares went back to the city.
What? And he sent you to us alone? What was he thinking?
I brought your ornament.
What in all the world is that supposed to mean? Who gave you that? Don't tell me that Lares simply handed it over to you.
Come off it now. I brought it to you. You do want it, don't you?
Certainly. But it disturbs me that you have your hand in the game once again.
Why are you making such a big deal about that old business with the ore mound? After all, I already worked for you back then, and you can't say that I was unreliable.
And what did it ultimately get me? Just don't think that I trust you.
Well, that's going to be a tough call.
What are you doing down here?
These halls conceal ancient secrets, mysterious secrets. The inscriptions and murals indicate a very ancient culture. Everything you can see here is written in a language completely unknown to us. We are only just beginning to learn it and grasp its meaning.
Why is this ornament so important to you?
It is the key to a portal. I shall not tell you more.
I want to join the Ring of Water.
What? How do you know about that? Who? Lares. I will kill him. He has broken our first rule. Speak to no one about the Ring of Water. I don't know what I should say. I only trust you where I can keep an eye on you.
It was Vatras who told me about the ring.
What? Vatras? Wonderful. Of all the water mages on the island, you run into the one who doesn't know you. I'm warning you, don't do anything stupid this time.
I'll make an effort.
Since there's no way of stopping you from keeping the other mages from doing their work, you might as well take a message from me to one of them. Tell Riordian that I wish to see him here. He's in the rear part of the vault. You will find him there.
Right. I totally forgot that he was pissed off with me. For some reason, I just kind of assumed all was forgiven, but clearly not. That's fine. He'll get over himself. I'm gonna heal though, because I don't want to be walking around mostly dead all day. Alright, this does mana as well. Garbage. Okay. That he's in the rear, so I assume down this way. Presumably, okay, yeah. I was gonna say, presumably nothing attacks me between the two of them, but clearly not. It's like 40 feet away. How could you not just walk over here?
Hey! What are you doing?
I'm studying the culture of the ancient people. Based on the inscriptions, they lived long before our time. I don't know exactly when they erected these halls, but their civilization was highly developed. They built a city on the other side of the mountains, and a temple for Adonos.
A lost city on the island of Corinus?
Yes. Until now, we lived in the belief that we knew the whole island. We assumed that the entire northeast of the island was one enormous mountain range. But we were wrong. Behind these mountains lies a valley. The city of the ancient people was located there. I would only too gladly see the buildings of the city, but they have probably fallen to dust long ago.
Satyras wants to see you.
Has he gotten further with his investigation? Then I will go to him immediately. If you want to learn more about this complex, talk to Nefarious. You'll find him farther back in these vaults.
Man.
Hey!
There's just a lot right now.
Vatras gave me this amulet of the searching will of the wisp.
Ah, a rare artifact. You could use it to train the will of the wisp. Do you know that?
Can you help me with that?
Gladly. I've worked with this sort of magic for a long time.
Show me how to train my will of the wisp.
What should your will of the wisp search for?
Ooh. Thing is I don't know how to... Like, I don't know if it lets me toggle it or if that's what it knows now. Or maybe it does both. I guess that's fair. It'll probably do both. Maybe I should go back and learn that then. I mean, I've got to go to him on my way out anyway. Might end up staying the night here if there's a bed or something. I don't know what these guys do.
Can't believe that.
Gotta sleep sometime.
Will it ever change?
These look like beds. Good.
Nobody ever asked
The day is coming to a close, so we'll spend our night in the ruins.
I brought a part of the ornament.
Really? That's terrific.
Do you have any idea where the other parts are?
According to the ancient inscriptions, it was broken into 4 pieces, and it looks as though the parts are still to be found on the island. With Merdarian's help, I have translated some of the inscriptions. There are hints as to where the remaining pieces are. Here, I've marked some of the places on this map. Look around there. You should pay attention to old structures. They might be somewhat deteriorated and no longer clearly recognizable. It could be almost anything. A large rock, a stone circle, a mausoleum, or something similar. But what am I saying? You'll find it. Well, good luck.
I guess Satirus was so distrusting in him. I even introduced myself, nothing. Just like, oh yeah, here, you can go find them. I'll stop worrying about it.
Why was the ornament broken?
Whoever did it wanted to prevent the portal from ever being opened again. The longer I stare at the inscriptions, the more I realize that the priests of the ancient culture really were no fools. There was a good reason that they made the region back there inaccessible. We don't know what awaits us there, but it certainly isn't anything good.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
How's it going?
What are you doing here? This is certainly a surprise. I thought you had been killed.
Almost.
There was quite a fuss about you, you know that? I hardly recognized Satirus. He was so beside himself about that business back then.
What sort of portal is that?
We suspect that it leads to the Lost Valley, where the ancient culture must have had their city. But the stone behind the portal is made of massive rock, yards thick. Also, there are no signs of teleportation magic. Very mysterious.
Hmm.
Do you know how to activate it?
One of the missing ornaments seems to be a sort of magical key. We'll need it to get any further. It has to fit exactly into the ring-shaped hollow next to the portal.
I've got my own opinion about that.
Alright, well, let's just see what everyone else has to say, and then we can call it good.
Everything all right?
It's very brave of you to just walk in here.
That was obvious all along.
What are you doing here?
I'm studying the language of the builders. The language is the key to understanding the ancient people. Each one of us must learn it, or this expedition will be over before it even begins. The builders use stone tablets to pass on their knowledge. Unfortunately, many of them are broken or were stolen long ago.
Will it ever change?
What's on these stone tablets, then?
They contain the collected knowledge of the ancient people. Some of them increase knowledge of combat and magic by magical means. For someone who can read the tablets, they are a real treasure.
Can you teach me to read the language?
Well, why not? I'll gladly pass on my knowledge to you.
Teach me that language.
We'll start with something easy. To begin with, I can teach you the language of the peasants. As a rule, texts written in the language of the peasants deal with worldly matters such as work, love, or obtaining food. It was the common language of the city. You will be able to understand most of the text found here if you know it.
But he knew that all along.
Okay, well...
Go and test your new knowledge. You will see that the scriptures of the builders are no longer an unsolvable mystery for you.
You can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is well worth your time.
Nothing amazes me.
Okay, so those are magic, which I don't care about, but life energy I do.
I can't read that.
Okay, so I need level 2.
Teach me that language.
You already know the language of the peasants. The language of the warriors is somewhat harder. Texts written in the language of the warriors mostly deal with weapons and war. You will learn some useful things there.
You didn't get that from me.
Damn it. Kind of figured that was going to happen. Oh, but we did level up, so I can do it.
Teach me that language.
You already know the language of the peasants. The language of the war. Texts. Go and test your new knowledge. You will see that the scriptures of the builders are no longer an unsolvable mystery for you.
I knew that would be a problem.
Okay, so we can just learn archery. We're gonna sell these to Vatras because he'll take them. Shit, I wish I didn't sell him that other one though, because I don't even know what it was. Yeah, look at our bow accuracy go up.
I agree
Perfect.
with you completely.
He really didn't deserve
It's very expensive, but it'll be worth it in the end, I think.
May I bother you for a moment?
It's you. I never thought I'd see your face again. It's very brave of you to show up here. There was a time we would have skinned you alive. You can be glad that was a few weeks ago, and we've all calmed down.
What are you doing here?
My task is to find out more about the Guardians of the Temple. That is a tough nut, let me tell you. These stone sentinels have a characteristic that is utterly foreign to me. One moment they're standing around completely lifeless, and the next they're attacking you like they're possessed. I still haven't been able to determine their driving power, but one thing is sure, it is of magical origin.
Tell me more about these stone sentinels.
I can't tell you much so far. Unfortunately, we have had to destroy them. Now, they aren't dangerous. When we came here, they attacked us. We could only defeat them with our combined power, and I'm afraid there are even more waiting for us behind the portal. There must be a way to banish their driving force, so that they remain nothing more than statues.
Can you sell me some equipment?
Why not? If I remember correctly, we've already done business. Tell me what you need.
Yeah, the voice actors definitely didn't carry across for this part of the game either. But it's to be expected. They barely retained any of them for the original part of Gothic 2.
Busy?
These vaults are one big mystery for me. It's hard to imagine that no one else found them before now. We were able to uncover the entrance without difficulty. People are so occupied with their daily routine that no one looked more closely at this structure. I have no other explanation for it.
What is your task here?
I'm trying to find out where this round portal leads. Besides that, I help Nefarious look for the missing ornament. It is certain that this portal leads to another part of the island that we do not yet know. I can't remember ever having heard or read about that.
What is the fastest way back to the city?
I recommend you go back the same way you came. But you could also... No, that would be too dangerous.
Out with it.
Well, the builders of these halls had their own method of traveling. As far as we can tell, they could teleport.
That's nothing special.
The teleporter stones that we found here in Corinus are special indeed. It seems as though the teleporter stone here in these halls may lead to the harbor city. However, none of us had the courage to try it.
Where's this teleporter stone?
There is a door in the basin room. I have locked it up behind there.
Give me the key. I want to take a look at this thing.
Really? But I take no responsibility for it.
Give it here.
If you say so, here it is.
Where are the other teleporter stones?
So far, we've only found one other somewhere in the middle of Corinus, near the Dead Harpy Tavern.
Cool. Well, we got a faster way back, so that's a nice bonus, but we're still gonna camp out for the night. So, it's interesting that there's no music in here. I always find it an odd choice when they choose to have no ambient noise, really. But anyway, that wraps up today. So we're looking completely at Night of the Raven stuff at this point. And we'll carry on tomorrow. So until then, like, subscribe, and have a good one.